Good morning. In today's session, we are going to discuss about the 2019 APPSC Group 1 Geography paper. Geography means paper 1 part D Geography. We are particularly decoding the syllabus from the previous year's questions. Okay, this analysis will help you to prepare from the geography. Okay, from which point of it's known as a reverse engineering we are doing here. Yesterday we have taken geography part 1 class. With this analysis you will understand how to study the geography. Now directly we can move to the questions. The question which was I don't know which is a set C it is. You can refer it. Now the question, Karaganda Basin. What is the question is asked here in previous years? What is the question? Karaganda Basin is famous for 90. This is Karaganda Basin. Okay. Until unless you don't know the particular area, you can't able to attend this question. Okay. Karaganda Basin belongs to which one? He asked about this. Asked the questions is iron, petroleum, coal, and manganese. Okay. Here the answer is coal. Karaganda Basin belongs to coal, but where it is located, it is in Kazakhstan. Karaganda Basin is in Kazakhstan. We will elaborate the question ahead, and we will see the other what is the options we are given. It is iron. In iron, the world famous iron mine, it is world largest iron mine. It is Karaz Karaz Karajas mine. Karajas mine. There might be a question of Karajas mine. Okay, it's iron. Okay, petroleum. We can say the crude. It's a Venezuela mostly for petroleum. Okay. Next, the second question is means the question is asked here on based on these minerals. Okay, means you have to rate minerals which is a famous minerals, which world's largest minerals. Like this you have to read about the major minerals. Okay, just see the whole, even though if you see the whole four also, it will be useful for you. Next, rivers he is asking what is the question he has given. Danube river flows into which sea? Okay, means whether it's Baltic Sea, Black Sea, North Sea, Mediterranean Sea. Okay, this four seas belongs to European zone. Now now here the answer is Black Sea. Danube river flows into the Black Sea. Okay, this is right, nothing to do with anything else. But what is the Baltic Sea? In Baltic Sea, we will refer the major rivers of Baltic Sea. For example, river Neva, which is belongs to Baltic Sea. River Daugava, which belongs to Baltic Sea. There might be question, if you want to ask it in similar terms, there might be asked about next Danube river. He asked already, it won't repeat it again, most probably it won't repeat. Now next, we can see the Baltic Sea, on the similar structure. Baltic Sea belongs to Neva river, Daugava river. These both rivers flows into Baltic Sea. North Sea, the rivers Elbe river, Rhine and Elbe river flows into the North Sea. Okay, note down these are very important rivers. Note down it. Okay, because we are going on the lines of the previous questions. Okay, next, UPSC, the trends of UPSC also asks in similar patterns. Okay, if he asked previous about the Danube river, now it might be asked question on the North Sea also, the rivers of North Sea. Okay, like this. Mediterranean Sea, in Mediterranean Sea, the most famous rivers like Ebro river, Nile river, Po river. Okay, these were the rivers. Ebro, Nile and Po flows into the Mediterranean Sea. The Baltic Sea flow, which rivers? Neva, Daugava. Okay, if you study in this pattern, it comes it will be very helpful for you. Okay, next, Hottentots. What is Hottentots? Hottentots are nomadic pastoralists of South Africa. They are nomadic pastoralists of South Africa. The questions asked in such a manner. Until unless you don't know the hat or not, you can't able to attend this question. Okay, it's like if you don't know, like these questions asked, it's better to skip this question because there is a negative marking. It's better to skip this question. Okay, next, pygmies of Congo Basin. Pygmies of Congo Basin are world's shortest tribe. They are world's shortest tribe. Okay, world's pygmies of Congo Basin are shortest tribe. Now, negritos of Sri Lanka having brown color. Negritos Sri Lanka. Okay, Sri Lankans are negritos, and in India also there is negritos. In Andaman Nicobar you can see the negritos. Okay, in Nicobar Island mostly you can see the negritos. Okay, they are known as Aita. Okay, Hottentots are known as nomadic pastoralists of South Africa. Okay, this was the question asked. Try to skip these type of questions if asked until unless you don't you know the answer. Okay, Aita is also known as Negroes of Sri Lanka. Okay, there is a place. Now this is we can what how is this question is asked. There is a place A with longitude of 60 degrees west. There is another place B with longitude of 60 degrees east. Okay, if a local time at place A is 10 a.m., what would be the local time at place B? This was the question. How can we solve this question? Okay, he has asked to depend upon meridian. Okay, you know that 0 degrees. Okay, Greenwich meridian we consider as 0 degrees. Okay, the back side we consider it as a west. Okay, the front is considered as a east. Okay, from the east and west we know that what is the question asked? 60 degrees west means from 0 to, if you consider this as 60 degrees west. Okay, next another question, what is another place B? It's a place A. Place B, what he asked? Longitude is 90 degrees east. He asked 90 degrees east, place B. Okay, what he has given, if local time at place A is 10 a.m., it is 10 a.m. Okay, what will be the local time at place B? He is asked what is the time here. Okay, we know that when we move from west to east, the time goes to increase. Time is increase means we have to add the time. Okay, now we know that 1 degree equal to 4 minutes. 1 degree equal to 4 minutes. Now what is the difference between here? It is 0 degrees. From here what is this? 60 plus 90 degrees. 60 degrees plus 90 degrees equal to 150 degrees. Okay, 150, how can you calculate 150 into 4? What is the 150 into 4? 600 minutes. It is 600 minutes. 600 was converted into hours. Okay, by 60. Okay, 6 means 10 hours we get, means 10 hours. 10 a.m. from 10 a.m. place B, it is we have to add 10 hours. If we add 10 hours to 10 a.m., it is 8 p.m. Okay, on another one point B, it is 8 p.m. Okay, now okay, it is depend upon Greenwich meridian. There might be chances of asking the right now it might be given the east and you have to find the west. When if you when you have to find the west from the east, you have to minus the time because time is decreasing here. Okay, now the next question, identify that pair is not correctly matched. He asked the not correctly matched pair. Now the most probably the questions are asking in a right now in a straightforward one, but the pattern has now changed. The UPSC pattern has following right now. The questions will ask in on the basis of giving this 4 options and then giving option 1 right, 1 or 2 right, 3 right, like this. Okay, all 3 pairs are correct, like this they might be asked. Now what happens, how you, this is a question, the satellite navigation system. Okay, there are I think 6 satellites navigation system. Okay, owned by which countries? GPS, you know, everyone right now we are following the GPS. GPS is based US based one. GPS is US based one. GLONASS is Russia. GLONASS is Russia. Okay, GLONASS is Russia. Galileo is Europe. Navic is Indian. Okay, Quiz is Japan. Bidao is China. Okay, this is Japan, Bidao is China. But the question what is asked, which is correct, not correctly matched. Which one? This one, second one is Glossonos. It's not correctly matched. It is Russia. Okay. The next question means based on satellites he has asked. Okay, satellite, but this question he has, why this technological question has given here, because it is he has asked based on the location, means based on the country, means it is geography question. So you have to see right now you have to focus on the satellites which were released this year, particularly in this 2022, which satellites are released. Okay, you from the major satellites you have to see. Okay, in our geography sessions we are going to discuss about this satellites which were launched in this year. Okay, we don't worry about it. Which one of the following pairs is not correctly matched? Again he has asked about the dam or lake belongs to river, means. Okay, now here not correct asked, again not correct asked. Gobind Sagar dam is located on Satluj river. Okay, it's located in Satluj river, that's one right one. Ukai reservoir is on Tapi, right one. Wooler lake, it's in Jhelum, right one. Okay, in this these two are very famous, Kolleru lake and Wooler lake. Kolleru lake, it is in between Godavari Delta and Krishna Delta. It's between Godavari Delta and Krishna Delta. You can say Kolleru Lake in Yeluru. Okay, in Yeluru district right now. It's Yeluru district. Yeluru Kolleru Lake. You can say this. Okay. It's in Yeluru. It's in Godavari because it's not on the Krishna River. Okay, it's in between the Godavari Delta and the Krishna Delta. So this one is a wrong answer. Okay, there might be chances of you have to study these lakes, famous lakes. Okay, famous lakes are dams on rivers, on which rivers. Okay, the major one we will discuss in the next video. Okay, right now we are just going analyzing this one. Okay, means what you have to study, you have to study the lakes and rivers, you have to study the satellites belongs to which countries, and you have to study the river, means this is in the world. He has asked based on world geography based on asked about the minerals and the major seas and the rivers which were flowing in it. Okay, you have to consider this. Okay, now when it comes to India, the second one, till then we have seen this world, and then we are going to slowly we are going to in India, in terms of India. Next, El Nino. What is the El Nino? Everyone knows El Nino is deficit rainfall in India. If El Nino, there is a less rainfall, deficit rainfall in India. Okay, what are the options are given? Let's read the question. El Nino is a complex weather system that appears once every 3 to 7 years. Appears every 3 to 7 years. That's the right one. Okay, the question, obviously question will be right. Consider the following statements in this regard. The appearance of warm currents on the coast of Peru, in Eastern Pacific, means for example, if you consider it is as a America, okay, means there is warm currents. If there is a warm currents, it is India here. Okay, so warm current means El Nino. In El Nino, the Peru coast, the downside is a Peru coast. In Peru coast, Chile, Peru. Okay, here the Peru coast is warm current. Okay, means option A is right one. Option A is right one means you can eliminate two options here. Now the question is between B is automatically going to be the right. Well, we will see that next. The word El Nino means Christ child. El Nino means Christ child because the current appears around Christmas in December. It's also right word. Was one of the reasons for the deficit rainfall in 2014. What an 12% deficit rainfall. It was the longest in 13. It was the longest deficit rainfall. 2014 it has happened. Okay, El Nino is also one of the factor. Okay, not only major the alien is a factor, it is also one of the factor. Okay, means all three statements are right. Next, what is the question? He asked based on the world again. Israel has a common borders with. Okay, he asked the Israel has common border with. Directly we come to question. Lebanon, Syria, Jordan, Egypt. Lebanon, Syria, Jordan, Egypt. Okay, these four are circumvented by Israel. Okay, now, right now, in the in this year there might be question chance asking questions on Afghanistan. You have to see this because it is in the news. Afghanistan, Ukraine is in the news. Okay, you have to see the borders of Afghanistan. This is very important. You have to see the borders of Ukraine. It is also very important. Okay, now, and you have to see the borders of Black Sea. Okay, Ukraine is what is happening there. So you have to see there might be chances of asking borders of Black Sea. Okay, it's asked in previous UPSC questions also. You have to see the borders of Black Sea. Okay, we will discuss this in the coming lectures. Okay, Afghanistan, Ukraine, Black Sea is very important right now. And then Persian Gulf. It's asked previous UPSC question. Persian Gulf. You have to Persian Gulf bordering countries. You have to see it. Okay, this is also important one. Okay, and then which one? Most probably within the Caspian Sea also important because it's also previous UPSC question has asked the borders of Caspian Sea. So we can predict that there might be a question from these five. Within these five there might be a chances of question. Okay, next we can, there might be possible of Egypt asking about the Egypt borders. Okay, Egypt borders, because COP27 right now, COP27 has happened in COP27 is happening in Egypt. Okay, Sharm el Sheikh, Egypt, Sharm el Sheikh. In this city, the COP27 is happening because Egypt is important. So you should know about the Egypt means the majorly Egypt borders like this Egypt borders, and that there might be a question of the famous rivers, what it may be. Okay, it's a in between. It's a cuts between the both the. It belongs to the West Asia as well as Africa. Okay, it's in between. The Red Sea passes between this Egypt. Okay, so you should know about it also. Okay, there might be chances of asking on these particular topics. We will see it. Okay, now next one, a country with a crude birth rate is 44 and a crude death rate is 11. What would be an annual rate of natural increase belongs to means 33. What is the 33? We have to see the 36 percentage. In say percentage is 3.3 increase. Okay, it's 3.3 increase because it will calculate based on 1000. We will calculate based on 1000. Okay, means what happens? 3.3%. It is 3.3% is increasing. Okay, we will take that's based on 1000. Okay, na, for 1000 if we will say 1000 means there is 33. It means 3.3%. Okay, now which of the following groups of countries is arranged in descending order based on area? Okay, we are going to study decreasing order. Okay, Russia is the largest one. After the Russia, USA. After the USA, Canada. After the Canada, China. Okay, this was a decreasing order. Okay, based on area means this area is also asked. There might be chances of asking the question based on economy right now, based on GDP of the country, based on GDP. Okay, the largest economy based on decreasing order, like this there might be question, framing of question. Next, which are the mountains between, now he has asked between mountains on the world. He has asked the mountains between Black Sea and Caspian Sea. Mountain, which mountain is a Caucasus mountain? There is Caucasus mountain between Caspian Sea and Black Sea. Ural is Ural. Where it is Ural? It's a cuts under Russia. It cuts Russia and Europe. Ural cuts. Okay, Caucasus in between Black Sea and Caspian Sea. Okay, Alps and the Europe itself. The Balkan. It's a Persia. Next, Sierra Nevada. What is the Sierra Nevada? Is the name of a mountain in America. It's a name of a mountain in America. Okay, there is different names. Sierra Nevada, Sriva. It will be another name. I can't. When we go through the classes, we can discuss this. Okay, it's a mountain in America. Means it has asking the most probably now they're focusing on America and some mountains asked. Now, which of the following is not a coal field? Not a coal field. It's Indian. Right now, he has asked the first question. He is asked on world coalfield on world. Now he is asked on, in particularly he comes to minerals in India. Means you have to study the major minerals in the world also, where it belongs to largest ones. At the same time, we also focus on India also, particularly in India. Raniganj is a coal field. Umaria is a coal field. Korba is also coal field. Okay, Mosambik is a copper belt. It's not a coal field. Mosabani is not a. It's in Jharkhand. It's a copper belt. It's not a coal field. Okay. Until unless you don't, you can't able to mark these questions. Okay, because it's a straightforward questions. You can't eliminate. Now, which are the following? Okay, in northern hemisphere. Okay. He is asked Besha. Okay, solar ties and equinox. And he is asked to match the following. Now winter solstice, which is in December 22, is the right one. Summer solstice is June 21. It's also right one. Vernal equinox is also March 21. It's autumnal equinox is September 23. It's also right one. Okay, all are right. Next, the boundaries between crust and mantle is, okay, the boundaries between crust and mantle. This in part 1 of the geography lecture we discussed about the discontinuity theory. Okay, discontinuity, CMRGL. Okay, CMRGL, this is the one you can refer it, CMRGL, which is he is asked between the crust and mantle. Means in between these two, crust and mantle means inner crust and the outer mantle. Inner crust and the outer mantle, it is a Moho discontinuity. It's a Moho discontinuity. Okay, now next question. The bottom topography of an ocean can be shown by, how can we see the bottom topography? By the hypsometric curve. Okay, by the hypsometric curve we can see the bottom topography of an ocean. This is represented. Okay, Yellowstone National Park. It's a most famous one. Okay, it's a hot springs were present in it. It's a geysers are hot springs present in it. Yellowstone National Park is in USA. Okay, this is also one of the important questions. It's in USA. Most of famous questions, you can say it is also one of the. Now, which of the following is a, means they are asking the hot geysers and hot springs. Okay, you have to focus on it. Now, which one of the following is a volcanic mountain? It's a volcanic mountain. Okay, Mount Etna is a volcanic mountain. Mount Everest, it's not an volcanic mountain. Mount Blanc is not. Mount Etna, it's a volcanic mountain. Hawaiian Islands is also volcanic mountains. Barren Island in India, we consider Barren Island. The recently in the 2 days, I think 2 days back, there is also there is in news about the Barren Island also. Okay, to focus on, it's an active volcano in Andaman. Okay, it is located southern side of the Port Blair. Okay, Port Blair is the capital of Andaman and Nicobar. it is in the southern side. Now, which one of the following lakes is not a part, not a part of the Great Lakes of North America? Not a part. Victoria is a separate lake. Okay, Victoria Lake is a separate lake, so it's not a part of Great Lakes of North America. Erie, Huron, Oronto. Okay, the famous one Victoria is asked because it's a different one. Okay, he is means we come to the conclusion that he is asking particularly North America, Europe, means you have to focus on North American mountains, European mountains, North American continent. We can say not even continent. We can say that mountains, lakes, national parks. For example, national mountains, mostly probably mountains, lakes, national parks. When it comes to seas, it is asking on Europe's. If seas comes, it is asking on particularly on Europe. When it comes to mountains, they are asking particularly on North America. Northern America, they are asking mountains. When in Europe, they are asking seas, most probably. Okay, and the borders, when it comes to borders, they are asking in West Asia. In West Asia, they are particularly asking borders. Matlab, you have to study borders of West Asia, seas of Europe, and mountains of Northern America, as well as some little bit of Southern America. Okay, you have to divide like this. In Asia, probably in Asia he didn't ask, it directly comes to in India itself. Okay, these were the questions where there's most probably in this method we are going by this process we are going to study it. Okay, now now consider the following two statements and choose appropriate answers. Okay, we are talking about gorges and canyons. Gorges can represent the V-shaped valleys. That's right. Gorges, it will be like this. Gorges and canyons, so V-shaped valleys, right one. Gorges are the extended form of canyons. Yes, gorges are the extended form of canyons. This is also right one. We can see, you can see this in fundamentals of geography directly from the NCERT. It is okay. A and B is correct, both are. Now arrange the following constituencies in terms of their quantity in the atmosphere in descending order. Okay, yesterday we studied about the main gases which are present on the earth's crust, but the question is asked which on the atmosphere, gases on the atmosphere in descending order. The most probably this in next lesson we are going to learn this. Okay, nitrogen, descending order means nitrogen is the highest, and then oxygen, argon, carbon dioxide. Nitrogen, oxygen, argon, and carbon dioxide. This one is asked. Okay, there might be chance of asking on the crust right now. Okay, yesterday we discussed about the crust, gases and crust. Okay, the most probably the measurement is oxygen. Okay, so there might be asking next time that one. Next, which of the formation tropopause? They ask about tropopause. Okay, tropopause. Seasonal variation occur in the height of the tropopause. Yes, seasonal variation occurs because in equator and in pole the tropopause height varies. Okay, height varies. It is a transition zone between the troposphere and stratosphere. Transition zone between troposphere and stratosphere is a boundary. Okay, it lies below the stratosphere. It's not below the stratosphere. It divides the troposphere and stratosphere. It's a boundary line. You can't say it is just downside. Okay, so this question the representatives of English word. Okay, what he is asking, అది స్ట్రాటోస్ఫియర్కు కింద ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, ఇట్స్ డౌన్ సైడ్ ఆఫ్ ద స్ట్రాటోస్ఫియర్. It's not a downside, it's cuts between the troposphere and stratosphere. It's also, we consider it as not a downside. Okay, and the both were 1 and 2 are right. The wind in the northern hemisphere deflected towards the right. Wind in northern hemisphere, if we take it is as earth. Winds in northern hemisphere, okay, deflect towards it deflects towards the right direction. In the southern it deflects towards the left. Okay, in north it deflects towards the right. Why it is different? Because earth rotates. Because of the earth, rotation, because of the rotation of the earth, it deflects towards the right. Okay, rotation of the earth, right. Next, doldrums. Doldrums, we can see the doldrums. Doldrums are known as trade winds. They are trade winds. Okay, we can say the trade winds here. Okay, these the boundary lines. Okay, it is on equator, the equator side. Okay, it's a doldrums, equator. Swiss Canal, here Swiss Canal connects. Swiss Canal connects which region? Mediterranean, Red Sea. The Swiss Canal connects Mediterranean, Red Sea. Okay, this was important. One of the basic questions. Then there might be chances of asking. Right now they won't ask about the Swiss canals. They ask them. There might be chances of asking this Mediterranean Sea and Black Sea. Mediterranean Sea and Black Sea. There might be asked of this one. Okay. In next lecture we will discuss it later. Okay. Okay. I'm not getting it, the particular strides. There might be chance of asking strides. Okay. Strides. Focus on strides. Next, which of the following is not a warm ocean current? Okay, we will see the warm ocean current and cold ocean current. Okay, in the ocean currents we will discuss elaborately about on this. In this Humboldt cold current is not, it's a cold. Humboldt current is a cold current. It's not a warm current. It's a cold current. Agulhas, where it is in Agulhas located? Agulhas on Africa, sir. Agulhas is a warm current. Brazil, is a warm current, and the Kuroshio is a cold current. Sorry, warm current. Kuroshio and the warm current. Okay, we will discuss it clearly, briefly. Okay, then there might be chances of asking on currents again and again. On the strides we have to study this time. Next, which among the following has the highest albedo? Which has the highest albedo? Albedo means what? The reflection of the light, means the sun's light reflects. Which reflects more? Snow reflects more. Okay, snow reflects more. Albedo means snow reflects more. And after this there might be chance of asking the decreasing order. Okay, snow, and then sand, and then grass, and water, and the water and the grass, like this. Okay, Zulu tribes are found in the South Africa. Zulu tribes are found in South Africa. When it comes to Africa, they are asking questions on tribes. When it comes to Africa, they are asking questions on tribes. You have to focus on African tribes. Okay, mountains won't ask in Africa. They ask mostly, probably they ask these tribes. Okay. Now next question, the crops. You see the MSP crops. Okay, and the crops which crop belongs to which famous. We will learn this. Okay, barley. It is the Uttar Pradesh. Barley is most produced. Groundnut is in Gujarat. We know it. Groundnut in Gujarat. There might be chances of elimination. Groundnut in Gujarat means B3. Where it is there? Means in these two, one has to be done. This one is wrong. In 2 and 3, one has to be right. Next, rice is in West Bengal. We know rice is in West Bengal. Okay, rice is in West Bengal. Now the second one, by elimination method you can do it. Okay, now barley is not in, when it comes to barley is not in West Bengal, so we know it. We rule out 3 and we can get it answer. Okay, groundnut Gujarat, ragi which is in ragi which is in Karnataka, barley in Uttar Pradesh, rice in West Bengal. Okay, which one of the following Islamic countries is as a Shia sect? They ask a Shia sect. Iran is a Shia sect. Sunni is Saudi is in Sunni sect. Okay, Saudi is Sunni sect. Okay, From these analysis we come to the conclusion that what we are going to study, we are going to study about minerals. Most probably we focus on minerals. Second one, we focus on mountains of North America, plus Europe also asking the mountains about the Europe. The third one, then we didn't ask. Then third one, seas, seas of Europe. They ask the seas of Europe. The fourth one, tribes of Africa. They ask the tribes of Africa. Fifth one, what is asking the fifth one? Seas of Europe have seen. The fifth one, okay, on the rivers, rivers. Last time they didn't ask it, but we have to see the rivers of India also, India, as well as the seas means the Europe also. The sixth one, there must straits, we have to see the straits. Seventh one, we have to see the ocean currents, okay. On atmosphere, he is asking about the gaseous in atmosphere, as well as earth, okay, gaseous in earth, how it is forming, okay. Minerals, we have to focus on the world as well as in India. And the crops, there is chances of asking on crops, okay, on crops. Doldrums, okay, we are going to learn it. Troposphere, we are going to learn it. Nitrogen atmosphere, we are going to learn it. And the valleys, okay. The lakes of north, we can do volcanic mountains, lakes, volcanoes. 10th one, strike rivers as well as lakes, okay. Europe also, lakes, mountains, as well as volcanic mountains, okay. If you predict from this, it will be very easy to learn it. Next, what is going to study these, we are about the atmospheric layers, we are going to study about it. The canons, gorges, we are going to study certain things, okay. They didn't ask it, okay. Next box comes into the environment, okay. Name of the mountains, okay. From the broader way, lakes of India, like this. If anything asked in current affairs, if any locations or events happened in it, okay. Any events, the latest events such as G20 summit, Bali, it has happened. G20 summit is Bali, happened in Indonesia. Like this, we have to focus on it, okay. We do not need to go by reading everything. Just focus on these things. You will get at least 15 to 20 questions from only this particular topic, okay. From the remaining thing, we can't guarantee it, okay. At least 15 to 20 on the particular topics, okay. On atmosphere and like this, we are going to study briefly about this, okay. In the next lectures, we are going to study briefly about these topics, okay. Thank you. Just note down this once again. We will just focus on this, and we will go to it by the exam, okay. Thank you.